Look, let me describe a situation, and if this hits a little too close to home, don't panic. It's a random Tuesday night. You're tired. You open your banking app just to check, and suddenly you're doing mental gymnastics like, okay, if I get paid on Friday and nothing unexpected happens, I should be fine. You tell yourself, I'll start saving more next year. Or, once I earn a bit more, I'll get serious. Meanwhile, months pass, then years, and somehow, even though you're working hard, it still feels like you're standing still financially. If you're watching this thinking, that's literally me, then yeah, this video is for you. Because here's the thing. Most people don't fail financially because they're irresponsible. They fail because they completely misunderstand one specific 5-year window that quietly decides how easy or how hard their entire financial life becomes. And once that window closes, everything takes way more effort. I spend way too much time thinking about the 5-year window that determines your entire financial life. If you're someone who is stuck or stagnant about personal finance, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, I'm not here to yell at you for not investing earlier or budgeting better. I'm here because nobody explains when your money decisions matter most and why the timing is just as important as the amount. And honestly, this is where most advice completely misses the point. Here's the biggest lie we're told about money. You can fix your finances at any time. Technically, true. Psychologically and mathematically, not even close. Yes, you can turn things around later, but the cost of waiting is brutal. Here's what most people don't realize. Your financial life isn't shaped evenly over 40 years. It's shaped disproportionately during one concentrated 5-year period. And the scary part? Most people are in it right now and don't even know it. So what is this 5-year window? This window usually happens when 3 things overlap. Your income starts to stabilize or grow. Your lifestyle inflation hasn't fully locked in yet. Your financial habits are still flexible. For many people, this happens sometime between their mid-20s and mid-30s. But don't get hung up on age. What matters is the stage. It's the period where small financial decisions create permanent momentum. And this is where it gets really interesting. Let's talk numbers, real ones. According to data from Fidelity and Vanguard, the average long-term stock market return sits around 7 to 10% annually, adjusted for inflation. Now watch what happens. Person A invests $500 per month for 5 years. That's $30,000 total invested. Then stops contributing entirely. Leaves the money invested for 30 years. At 8% average returns, that turns into roughly $350,000 to $400,000. Person B waits 10 years, then invests $500 per month for 25 years. That's $150,000 invested, 5 times more money. And yet, they end up with less than person A. Why? Because time did the heavy lifting, not effort. This is a motivation talk. This is math. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but I don't even have $500 a month. Totally fair. But that objection actually proves the point. Because the real enemy here isn't income, it's delay psychology. Here's what happens in your brain. You think you need more money before starting. So you wait. While waiting, your lifestyle expands. Your commitments grow. Your risk tolerance shrinks. And starting feels harder than ever. This is called status quo bias. Our brain prefers staying where it is, even if where it is kinda sucks. And once your lifestyle hardens, flexibility disappears. During this 5-year window, 3 things are unusually high. Learning speed, you adapt quickly. Margin for error. Mistakes don't destroy you. Compound time. Money has decades to grow. Later in life, learning feels slower. Mistakes feel scarier. Every dollar has less time to work. That's why early financial habits don't just help. They lock in future ease. Think of your financial life like pushing a massive boulder. At first, it barely moved. It feels pointless. You're pushing, sweating, getting nothing back. But once momentum builds, the boulder starts moving on its own. Most people quit 5 feet before momentum. That 5-year window, that's the push phase. According to a study cited by the National Bureau of Economic Research, Over 60% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency without debt. That's not because they're lazy. It's because they never built financial momentum early. So every expense still feels like a crisis. Momentum changes everything. Here's another uncomfortable truth. Most people think earning more will fix their finances. But data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that as income rises, spending rises almost proportionally. Translation? You don't escape stress, you just upgrade it. Unless your habits are already locked in. Here's what most people do. Once I make more money, I'll invest. What actually works? I'll invest first, so future money sticks. This is where it gets really interesting. Your first investing dollars matter more than your last ones. Not emotionally, mathematically. Money decisions are rarely logical. They're identity-based. If you see yourself as bad with money, not an investor, someone who'll start later, your brain will protect that identity. But during this 5-year window, identity is still flexible. Once you see yourself as someone who invests, someone who plans, someone who thinks long-term, your behavior follows automatically. Now, you might be thinking, what if I already miss this window? First, relax. This isn't about shame. Second, you didn't miss everything. But yes, the cost of waiting is real. The solution isn't regret. It's urgent. Because the next best time to build momentum is now. Actionable steps you can take immediately. Let's get practical. Step 1. Automate something small. Even $50 per month matters if it starts a habit. The habit is the win, not the amount. Step 2. Freeze lifestyle inflation. Next raise? Bonus? Side income? Pretend it doesn't exist for 90 days. That single move alone can redirect tens of thousands over time. Step 3. Define a future you deadline. Ask yourself, where do I want to be financially in 5 years? Exactly? Not vague. Numbers. Deadlines focus behavior. Step 4. Track one metric only. Not net worth. Not budgets. Track invested consistency. Did you invest this month? Yes or no? That's it. I've seen people earning modest incomes quietly build six-figure portfolios. Not because they were special, but because they started during this window. And I've seen high earners struggle later because they waited too long to lock in habits. Same intelligence, same effort, different timing. This video isn't about money. It's about friction. Early habits reduce friction later. Late habits increase it. And your entire financial future quietly hinges on which side of that equation you land on. Look, nobody is coming to rescue your future self. But the good news? Your future self doesn't need a hero. They just need momentum. If this video helped you reframe how you think about money, even a little, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more conversations that actually connect money to real life. And more importantly, do one small thing today that future you will thank you for. Because 5 years from now, you're going to wish you started now. Trust me,